Good afternoon, treatment court champions. This is Wyatt and Naaman, my boys, and my sister Casey. And this is James. He really wanted to be here today, but he got called home a little early. My name is Courtney Allen, and I am a person in long-term recovery. And for me, that means that today my children have their mother back. I am a 2016 graduate of Kennebec County Family Treatment Court in Augusta, Maine. I am a chapter leader for young people in recovery and the co-founder of James's Place, the very first recovery residence in my community. My journey began very young, and I had Wyatt when I was just 14 years old. And by that time, I was already using drugs. And when I had Eamon at 19, I had been using intravenously. I was petrified that I would not be able to stop. And when you have a baby, you're just given this right at the hospital to be their mom or their dad. But because of my substance use disorder, that right would be taken from me. And on February 8, 2015, my 22nd birthday, it was a day that changed my life. That morning in my children's room, I saw the pain of my actions in their eyes, and the person I had become was too much to bear. I checked into detox and was forced to sign them into protective custody. The right to be a parent was taken from me. 2 weeks later, I was offered the opportunity to participate in family recovery court, and when I walked into that courtroom, I was broken, alone, and desperate. And when I signed the dotted line, I had no idea that this experience would forever change our lives. There will never be enough words to fully credit those good and generous people, in particular Judge Eric Walker, my case manager, Tricia White, my nanny, Tiffany, and my anonymous people, who fought with me and for me. I had a judge that saw me but never judged me. A case manager that was willing to believe in me on days that I did not believe in myself. And a community of sober connections that taught me that not only was recovery possible, that it was inevitable if I was willing to work for it. And after 354 days in that treatment court, I was awarded full custody of these boys in a courtroom packed to capacity with family and friends, and by the same judge that helped save my life. The pain that I saw the day that they were taken was gone. And for the first time, I saw peace in their eyes. I truly deserve to be their mom in that moment. And no matter where I go in this lifetime, this will forever be my greatest accomplishment. And then last year, when my significant other, James, passed away, the community of people that supported me through treatment court again rose to surround my boys and I with love. And in the depths of acute grief, when I could not stand alone, they were there to stand with me again. I will forever be grateful for each and every one of you. You guys not only saved mine and my boys' life, but you continue to save lives through me. Today, I am a leader in the effort to combat the opioid crisis in my community. I speak on state and national levels about my experiences, and I advocate for destigmatized language and equal access to treatment, education, employment, and housing for people living with substance use disorder. I've organized community events to honor the 418 Maine people that we lost last year, and spent last week on Capitol Hill working towards comprehensive legislation that helps build recovery-ready communities. I'm the mentor at my court. And I get to return a strong example of what family courts can do for us. I'm a full-time student at the University of Maine, and I study justice, mental health, and advocacy. I have also helped found James's Place, the very first recovery housing in my community. Over 90% of our guests are treatment court participants. I spend my nights collaborating with treatment courts to provide safe housing to people just like me. But most importantly, Today, I have the privilege of watching my boys grow up. Individuals and families can and do recover when given the opportunity to do so. Thank you to the treatment court champions who provided my family with that opportunity. Because when one family rises, we all rise.
Today is the day I get to celebrate my sister and all of her accomplishments. When we were little, she was always by my side. I raised her when our mother was unable to, but as we grew apart. The further we grew apart, the more and more I miss Courtney. She went deeper into drugs and alcohol, and I watched her as she slowly died in front of me. When I was scared for her and the boys' safety after she overdosed 3 times and made one of the hardest decisions of my life. I called Child Protective, and the boys went into foster care. That hard call changed Courtney forever. Family Treatment Court was the best thing that happened. This program gave me my sister back, the one that I knew I could always have. And I am so grateful for having her and the boys back. Thank you, guys.